cast them so
Okay,
much.
just before we go though, can we appreciate Snowy's base icon, which seems to be a quarter of Snowy the Retriever's face? I think that's really nice. Okay, so in the off lane we have the Batrider played by Venus L. Slarda is played by Dreamy U. Winter Wyvern there with a ward and a TP, played by Might as well. On the Alchemist, going middle, I assume, is Stormy Q. Fuck, these names aren't easy. Why do they do this to me? And then the Tusk is played by XYV. That's an easy one. Thank you, Tusk.
All right, here for the rookie Nemo boys. We've got Stu S on the Tinker already leveled up the Laser. Drow Ranger will be handled by Slur. We've got a Night Stalker played by Shambles. Earth Spirit, Imba Earth Spirit will be played by Lawrence. And finally, Lone Druid in the off lane. He's got the ferocious set. It's handled by X10. You have to watch that guy. Because, like, his set is really ferocious. Here comes that snowball right onto the Tinker. He's going to get surrounded by 5. And, well, the Tinker has no chance. The Alchemist takes the rune. He also gets the kill. Look at this bear. Look how ferocious this bear is.
I have that set. It's sick.
Isn't it ferocious?
That's an instant bottle for Alchemist. And he just drops a shared tango. He's like, fuck, I don't need one of these. You can take that shit, Wyvern. I don't need that crap.
At least we don't have the lag this time. Not yet, anyway.
That is true. So far.
Some good zoning at top by the Night Stalker onto the Batrider. Just smacking him around with the claws of Night Stalker. The laser by the Tinker is going to make it a little bit more difficult for the Alchemist to hit the creeps here as he is blinded. And I think that the Batrider's been forced into the jungle right now. I mean, he can't get close to the creep wave at all. He did get a little bit of XP from the first blood, but these Night Stalker's dealing with the Batrider fairly well right now. And the thing about the Batrider is he's pretty tanky, so he doesn't really care about the fire so much.
Yeah. Also, got those beats of speed. So he's able to run away pretty well.
It's going to be a Lone Druid versus the Sladar in the bottom lane. I think that's something that if the Lone Druid gets the levels, he can do a little bit of damage to the Sladar. And the Wyvern puts a little bit of harass onto the Tinker. Tinker steps up into the Acid Spray to get a last hit. He doesn't really have to worry about the damage so much, but it can build up if you're not careful. And Alchemist has been able to go for a level in Greed and the Acid Spray right now. It's really just what you want to do on the mid lane. Get those levels up, make it harder for the enemy mid laner to stay in. Maybe even take some random Acid Spray kills if the other team tries to dive too far onto you.
It's pretty standard. Looking probably to go Radiance as well. Gonna get those boots up and then just build straight into the Sacred Relic. He's no longer bothered by the laser. There's Acid Spray getting the kills from him anyway.
He's going to find the double damage rune at the upper rune spot. Also get something from the courier. Tinker's just having... Yeah, that's what I thought it was. He's just going to be sitting behind the tower, lasering out some creeps, trying to get those last hits in. He is having the bottle delivered by the courier, and the Winter Wyvern's just going to fly right up there. Going to get the level 2 now, so I guess that's going to be a first level into the Splinter Blast. So...
Bit babysitting middle.
And also the Batrider's gotten up to level 2, so he has 1 level into the Napalm, which is going to help him farm up and do a little bit more of harass damage onto the guys here. The boys.
And now also gives him the option to... And now gives him the option to go and do camps as well. It's nice for him. Inadvertently pulling the lane. Night Stalker sets that right. Very slow beginning.
Yeah. We'll see if this Drow Ranger starts to get off. I feel like if there's any kind of peak for the Dire, it's gonna come first with the Drow Ranger and then the Tinker and the Lone Druid getting their items up. That being said, though, we do wanna see Snowy do well. More harass damage going on to the Tinker. Alchemist can't really chase him down at this point. It's just the Winter Wyvern telling the Tinker to back off. Interesting that this Tusk decides to stay around this bottom lane for now. I mean, he's at level 3, but this Slardar doesn't really seem to need any help. I mean, it's basically a Slardar against creeps at this point.
I think Tusk has been doing a pretty good job just pulling and stacking. He's already stacked the hard camp twice. he seems to not want to stack this bottom camp again, so ignore what I just said.
Yeah, screw that bottom camp. Screw the casters too.
Fuck the hard camp. That doesn't need to be stacked. Who needs a fucking alchemist?
It's gonna be a nice Winter Blast on the Tinker, slowing down a little bit, and the Winter Wyvern doing a lot of damage to the Tinker. He will have to eat that Fairy Fire, and now coming in from the backside is the Night Stalker. He doesn't really have too much of a play here, but it also forces out a TP from the Tusk.
Yeah, just all the rotations. Now with 3v3 mid, pretty much. Alchemist just able to keep on getting his farm. Keep on ticking away.
The Night Stalker's just going to sit here a little bit longer. I think the Tinker's gone back to base just to get a little bit of mana. And fill up that bottle. Just going to leg it. Which leaves the supports in the mid lane to get a couple of levels. Air Spirit getting close to level 3. And the Tinker's made it back here safely. This Slardar, I mean, this is going to be a really fast, well, whatever he wants to go. I would say Blink. Whenever, I mean, it's going to be a fast Blink in any case. Because he's not being contested at all. He's leading the last hits right now, 31 at this point at 5 minutes. That's pretty on point.
He's doing pretty well for himself.
There's going to be a kick onto the Alchemist. Pele is the Earth Spirit, and now the Alchemist in trouble. Doesn't even have the ultimate. Winter Wyvern trying to back up. He's down to 40 health right now. He's eating a tree. There's going to be a Void available. Does Night Stalker want to go for it? He does get it onto the Winter Wyvern, so that's a double kill on the mid lane, taking care of the Alchemist and the Winter Wyvern.
I think they just overestimate the power of Night Stalker at night. He becomes so strong, and that power curve is huge. So
yep.
Nice chain. Also, Earth Spirit, OP as fuck.
Yeah, it was a pretty good kick by him. The Alchemist will be getting closer to level 6, but that kill is pretty important onto him, as he wasn't really getting contested too much on the mid lane. And while Rookie, they're making a case for Snowy not to do so well in this game.
I hope so, he win.
You want Snowy to lose?
I want Snowy to win, even if they can't get their base logos correct. I want to win.
Slardar being very aggressive on this bottom lane. There's going to be a rotation around the backside by the Night Stalker. It is 6.5 minutes in the game. It is Night's time. Night Stalker is waiting for his time, which is apparently right now. Bear not going to get the root. There is going to be a slow by the Night Stalker, waiting for that root to come through. There's going to be a slow as a roll comes through by the Earth Spirit, and the Lynch Wood will finish off the Slardar.
Yeah,
Just a little bit far out.
Shows just how bullshit Night Stalker is at night, and Earth Spirit is all the time.
I'm pretty sure that what is bullshit is bad positioning.
I mean, that's it. He really shouldn't have been there, but fuck Earth Spirit. I mean, I said that to my dying breath. Nice deny in the middle by Tinker, provided he's got he's got 102 damage.
The Alchemist?
Drow
or the
Aura.
Tinker? Drow.
No, the Tinker. The Drow Aura really helping the Tinker.
Yeah, he actually does have quite a bit of damage. I mean, he doesn't attack very fast. But the Drow's gone for 2 levels into the aura. Sitting on a ring of Basilius and so I guess that'll be a Ring of Aquila and the Power Treads right now. Talked about the Sparta having a really good start. I guess this is going to be Brown Boots Blink. Meanwhile, it's a rotation onto the Bat Rider. He's going to get silenced, but not before he gets the Firefly off. Uses the Fairy Fire. He's trying to avoid them, but he's going to go for these kills here. He goes on the front side. He goes on the back side. He's going to be burning up the Dire side. And one more hit onto Night Stalker will do it. He gets Vision with the Napalm, flies over, gets the Flying Vision with the Firefly. And now the
nice
Earth Spirit trying to run away on his little Earth Spirit feet.
Ice Shards are up and it's going to block again. Beautiful play by the... Oh, never mind. Here is bullshit. I was going to say beautiful play by the Tusk for both the kills earlier as well, using his Ice Shards to great effect in the top lane.
I mean, if you get in front of the Earth Spirit, he's just going to crash into you and he doesn't get through that ice wall.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something you can do, but not in that situation.
One man's bullshit is another man's play.
You play with bullshit, is what you're saying?
I believe that's what I just said.
Well, credit to you. Get it to you.
And Snowball comes through onto the Tinker. There's going to be a Blink crush. The Blink paying off for the Slardar as Tusk will find the last hit onto the mid lane to that Tinker. That's going to delay the boots of travel a little bit more and possibly make a push onto... No, they don't have any minions here because of the marksman machines.
What do you just call them?
The minions?
We lol now. We lol now. They're creeps. God damn it. They're creeps.
It's not because of League of Legends that I'm calling them minions, though.
The Smite.
No,
You're
Paragon.
playing Paragon? Oh, man, I want to actually play Paragon. Is that any good?
It's really good. It'll be like open beta next weekend.
Yeah, I think I've signed up for it already.
There's gonna be a TP in by the Tinker. This is what? I mean, why? Just such an aggressive TP, and that's 2 deaths in a very short time for the Tinker. That's really not your best move as him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
In
I
any
don't like
case.
Tinkers either. I don't like Tinkers. I don't like Lone Druids. I don't like Earth Spirits. My Stalker's okay.
What do you like?
Sex.
I love how both teams just, it's 10 minutes and both teams immediately buy up the Tome of Knowledge.
Gotta get that XP, yo. Who bought it? That's the question. Wyvern?
Night Stalker and Wyvern.
Yeah, I think they deserve it.
The Drow Ranger is going to find the first tower of the game for the Dire.
That actually gives level
right
6
now.
to both their supports.
Does it? Yeah. Does it?
Does it? Oh my, wow.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Asshole.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I feel like that's implied whenever you say cheers.
Pretty much. I just feel like I need to whisper under my breath and a vaguely kind of. I know.
Okay, so the Dire are gonna take a tier 1 tower. Sorry, they're gonna find their tier 1 tower in the bottom lane, getting pretty damaged by the Slardar and the Tusk, as they just are going to smack it around with their killing implements. There's gonna be a TP in by the Night Stalker, seeing if he can do something here. Slardar's not seeming too scared. The Bat Riders also showed up, has that Blink Dagger in tow. They use the scan. They find the Lone Druid. Wow, what a play! You know, like every single time a scan gets used, like people are gonna get so hype about it for like the next 2 months.
There's no reason to either. It's quite depressing.
It's very underwhelming.
Because you're just like, oh, there's vision.
Oh, our Spirit
Yay.
getting very far up here on the mid lane. There's gonna be the lasso, and the Earth Spirit goes down. Sorry, can you say lasso with an Australian accent?
Lasso?
Not quite.
How do you say it?
I'm not. I just said it. You don't get to hear it again.
No, it's not lasso. That is an Australian.
In any case, Slardar is going to be hunting up that Tinker. There's going to be the Blink Slam. Here comes the Lone Druid. He might get a root. That might cause things to screw up a little bit, but Tusk is going to find the Walrus Punch you onto the Tinker. Bear's going to get slowed down a little bit, but it's not going to do a whole lot. So the Bat Rider is just going to fly around, put some Firefly onto the creeps, push out the lane. This
Oh, it's
Tinker...
made a nice treble clef. Look at that. It's cute.
A treble
Is it?
clef? Yeah,
Yeah.
I see that. I see that.
It's cute.
It's musical.
It is. What a guy.
What an aficionado. He
We
loves his
provide you
music.
quality casting.
It's what we do. Hey, you know what?
What?
I don't want to shit talk other people. I'm sure that other casters are doing a great job with the qualifiers. They may be more professional than us, but I think we have a lot more fun.
Yeah, definitely. Smoke up under the ward. Night Stalker and Earth Spirit were probably seen, scattered out by this ward in the mid lane.
Alchemist
But
has finished
the
up the
Radiance
Radiance
is on.
and an Armlet.
And he doesn't really give a shit. Breaks the smoke. Silenced.
he doesn't have ultimate for another 5 seconds, so he is silenced up here. We'll see if we're going to see the Pro Armatagos. Doesn't really need them, as there's going to be a nice Inventor's Curse onto the Earth Spirit, which will finish him off. Nice 3-man crush by the Slardar, coming from the backside. Now, Bat Rider doing all the damage with the Firefly, just putting it all over the Dire. As the lasso comes through onto the Tinker, Bat Rider's just trying to fly away. The last hit by the Tinker will take him out, but, well, the Slardar is going to finish up the Night Stalker, and finally the Alchemist takes out the Lindred. We'll call that a full 5-man team wipe for Snowy.
Full 5-man wipe. Yeah, so really well played, really good rotations. That was an unnecessary blink by Slardar, but you know you can have his fun.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, if you want me to go full IC Chambers on this, I can.
No, it's fine. It's okay. You don't need to. Don't worry about it, man. Don't do that to yourself.
I mean, I can definitely emulate a little bit,
Dire's middle
being an
tower is
American and
under
all.
attack.
You're very good
So,
at that.
are you guys ready for playing today? I know you guys are going to go out in the first round or something.
Am I ready? No. We played. So this team. Okay, to give you some background of this team, I messaged one of my friends the other day, who's an MMR of 1.9k,
Oh, God.
and I messaged him and said, "Wait, mate, okay, do you want to lose in the Manila qualifiers?" He's like, "Damn, fuck yeah, I'm in."
Oh, my God.
Slardar's about to die.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
Yes, Crush.
Crush. He's got a
Crush.
blink.
No!
He gets out.
Oh,
You were
man.
wrong. He's not about to die. He
Running
might
out.
even look for the... No.
I love you, Snowy. Anyway, so I messaged him, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. I've got some friends who could play, and I'm like, oh, fuck, what have I just got myself into? I mean, I'm reputable 4K, okay, just. Actually, I think I'm 3.8 now. 3.898 or something stupid. But I've been 4K. I'm 4K, claiming.
Well, 4K E
Um,
was like 2K NA.
Yeah, I've heard. And it's like 1.5K SCA, apparently, but here we go.
Dire's top tower is under
So he messages his friends. I'm like, damn right, we're in the Manila qualifiers. And he comes back and he says, right, I found a couple of guys. I hope they're good enough. And I was like, oh fuck, how bad are these people? Okay, so we've got a 6k guy, a 5.2k guy, a 4.5k guy, me, and then a 1.9k.
That's not terrible.
It
That's
wasn't
almost like
terrible.
Kappa Crusaders.
It's really surprising. And yeah, so the problem is our 1.9k guy wants to draft. So you know, I'm just gonna fucking let him. I don't really give a shit. He's gonna be the captain, the shot caller. I can care less. So it's gonna be a fun game, but it was a surprising turn of events, considering I fully expected to have a shit team. So
I'm surprised he even knew a 6K.
I was too. I was very surprised.
Radiant's
Well, the
middle
Tinker
tower
has
is
found the
under
boots of
attack.
travel here. He's going to get scouted out by the Radiant Observer. And he's going to walk right forward into the Blink Crush. Now the Tinker, he's built the boots of travel, but he's not going to be traveling very far other than back to his base.
Memes.
Dire's top
Memes.
tower is under attack. Radiant's
Some
middle
talking
tower
right there.
has fallen.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, there's going to be a stun onto the Tusk. Silence goes through on the Winter Wyvern, getting slowed down by the Drow Ranger. Here comes the unstable
Snowball really
concoction
got
onto
me
the back of the
off
Drow Ranger. The Snowball doesn't really hit onto the Lone Druid at all, and there's going to be a nice savage roar by the bear. Oh, Alchemist not going to find the Drow Ranger with the kill there, as the Slardar's Blink was on cooldown. So they don't find anyone on that mid lane, even though not for lack of trying.
Yeah, I think a bit of miscommunication. Tusk snowballs off to the right, going off to Night Stalker, just runs away. If they'd coordinated a little bit more, would have been nice. But instead, they're just going to farm the jungle stacks of Rookie.
Tinker's still trying to get some farm here. There could be another Blink. Oh, he cancels the TP. That's okay. He is a Tinker. He can refresh it. He's going to continue to go through the trees. The Alchemist going to miss the unstable concoction. Tinker has a way to get out now. There's going to be a stun being thrown out by the Earth Spirit. Now here's going to be the roll for Bat Rider. He is able to TP out, as is the Alchemist, as Slardar finds the mid lane tower. It was close.
Stun coming out
Radiant's
too
bottom
soon
tower
to the Earth Spirit and not hitting anyone. So doesn't cancel any TPs and they just go on right out anyway.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And now the Radiant, they're
like it.
back into the Dire jungle.
But,
This Alchemist has so much gold. He's gone for Boots of Travel, Radiance, and the Yasha. I guess that's a start onto the Manta style. not quite able to get that tower deny. It's a bit unfortunate.
Blame him for being a noob.
I mean, I'm not gonna flame him.
Okay, so anyway, yeah, go back to my team. So form this okay team, to be honest. And do you want to cast some with Team Rocket Science? Woo! I don't know why we're Team Rocket Science. We wanted to be Team Rocket, and then
it was taken.
that was taken.
Oh,
Because I mean, obviously Team Rocket.
pretty obvious.
So then we were Team R0CKET. That was taken in client on Face It. So I thought, fuck it, we'll just change our names.
Well,
I really wasn't expecting Team Rocket to like get through, but it was a nice try.
the Radiant are going to go onto this bottom tier 2 tower. The Alchemist almost has the Manta style. Who knows, you guys might get lucky in the first round and somehow get through. Bat Rider, he puts the Firefly out. He's going to get the blink cancelled by that March of the Machines. He's forced to back up, and I guess the Radiant, they say, screw this. We'll go find Roshan.
It's always the problem of going up against a Tinker uphill.
Surprisingly, they're not taking care of that troll creep going for the stacks of the Ancients. Not that it really matters. It's probably a better thing if it starts stacking the Ancients now, as the Alchemist can pretty easily take it.
Oh, they scan. And they baited out the scan from the dire side.
The thing is, you can't tell which team the scan is for.
Yeah, you have to click on the heroes, and then you can see. If you click on the Radiant heroes.
Yeah. Lone Druid doing quite a bit of damage for the top lane in tier 2. A couple of TPs will be there. I think one may have gotten cancelled. In any case, they're going to try to get the bear here.
Whoa.
Yeah. The bear trying to run away.
Bear's gonna be able to...
Yeah?
Yeah, he's gonna... Yeah.
They don't have enough
I
damage
shot
there.
6 there.
So right now, we are 20 minutes in. Definitely closer game than we've seen in the past here. A little bit more than a 5,000 XP lead, 10,000 in terms of net worth.
Net worth is always going to be distorted though because the Alchemist. He's 10k above everyone else in the game.
Yeah, his net worth is really insane right now. It does take a little bit more to get him online, but it's still pretty formidable when he is.
Outrageous is someone we haven't seen much. She stayed pretty well away from all the fights.
Yeah, and she is going to get a little bit of farm onto the Ancients right now, which were not taken by the Alchemist. Probably a bit of an oversight, because they definitely were aware that that could be going on. The Sports will run into the trees a little bit here. And so Slaughter just going to push around that top lane, go for the last remaining outer tower of the Dire. Tusk Sigil doing a little bit of scouting. And I think this is going to quickly become the last tier 2 tower going down.
Yeah, I think with that Manta Radiance pickup, they're probably going to let you go high ground. Still got the Aegis. They're thinking, you know what, let's just go. No time like the present.
So here they go. They've got the Aegis still onto the Alchemist. Marshall Machine's going to be coming through by the Tinker. He's just going to drop a couple of them down. He's getting that flux going. Stun will come through from the Earth Spirit. Stops a little bit short of the Radiant side. Just clears out the creeps for now. Alchemist taking quite a bit of damage from the Marshall Machines. Has an ultimate in a little bit. And he'll use it. He is very tanky with that armlet. But he's going to have to wait quite a while for those creeps to come over. And he doesn't have the Octarine Core just yet. So that is a rather long cooldown on the ultimate for him. Just waiting.
Yeah, I think he popped that a little bit too early, to be honest.
Yeah. So he's going to go onto the tier 3 tower. A blink stun going to miss by Sildar.
Yeah,
And he's just going to pop the Manta style, run forward. Making sure that the Dire are going to have a hell of a time trying to get into this fight. So this is quickly becoming a little bit of lag as we see the big march coming out. March, 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 march. Bat Rider is actually taking a lot of damage from this. He is going to force out a mech as well as a smoke to try to hide him in the trees. Alchemist very low. He still has the Aegis, but there's going to be a blink forward and the lasso onto the Tinker. The crush by the Spire is going to miss, and I think they may just go for the Rax here. Alchemist smartly dodges his own concoction with a Manta style.
Yeah, that was a pretty sick play, actually.
Yeah. And the Alchemist just walks forward, throws a concoction out onto the Night Star. One hit would take him down. There's going to be a Winner's Curse so that the Alchemist cannot damage them here. And he's standing right in the middle of the March of the Machines. He's just going to stand there, get the Aegis popped as he takes the armlet off. I guess he just wanted to die there. but he should be in careful here. Blink forward by Tinker. The courier does go down, probably going a little bit too far up there. There's going to be a roll forward by the Earth Spirit. Not finding the Alchemist just yet. He pops the ultimate. He's going to turn it around, drops down the Acid Spray, and now Tinker, 1-2 hits. He goes down. Here comes the Winter Wyvern from the backside. He's going right for the Night Stalker, who has a Void available in a little bit. One more will take the Wyvern out. Does. But the Alchemist says, I don't care about my Wyvern. I'm just going to go right for the base.
And something that we missed the entire time was Lone Druid was pushing bottom, and they actually got the Racks and the Tusk
oh, he did.
before
Jesus.
top Racks was taken. So that was a massive play by the Lone Druid, just ratting his heart out. Admiral Bulldog was with him in spirit. So really nice play by him.
Yeah, it just shows how careful you have to be with the Lone Druid, even if he doesn't have Radiance.
And also forced the buybacks out from the back rider as well. And that was the only one used. Yeah. A really nice play by the Lone Druid. But it just means that's going to be the next phase for them to push.
So in any case, 25 minutes into the game. This Alchemist pretty far ahead, working towards that Octarine core, about 100 gold away from it. He's going to get blinded by the Tinker. Force back a little bit as his ultimate runs out. Probably won't be the... Yeah, he's nearly got about 30 gold away from it. Like I said, it's not going to be so much of a problem, his ultimate going down anymore, once he gets that Octarine. I guess it's a downtime of 5 or 7 seconds once you pick that up.
I honestly don't know.
Also, he's almost level 16, so the duration stays the same. So there's a downtime of about 10.
8.75.
There you go.
I want to be like connected. Yeah.
Acid Spray gets dropped down on the mid lane by the Alchemist. He's going to be doing all the damage here. The Bear's going to run forward a little bit. Still has just a Maelstrom and a Midas. Maelstrom Midas. Svartar looking for something. He's going to put the Thunderclouds over the Drow Ranger's head. Not quite going for that crush right there, as there was no support from the rest of his team. Alchemist's going to stun himself up with the... Well, no, he has a nice Mantis-style dodge once again. I guess
he's been really on point with his Mantis-style dodges.
Yeah, I guess you just need to kind of expect that from this guy. Dire are grouping up a little bit here. Drow Ranger trying to find any farms that she can, but they have full vision of her. So she does need to be careful. They just send an Alchemist Illusion over to the bottom lane, keeping it pushed out. Alchemist runs over to mid. There's some Martial Machines going, and that's really what they need to do. Just split the push up. You can, send the Alchemist Illusions into other lanes with the ultimate going. You also already took top, so that's one of the nice things you can do with those Radiant Solutions. Just push out other lanes while you're trying to go into a Martial Machines.
Hot waves, the whole shebang. Hitting Caboodle. But he's nicely leaving it for the back ride to get some farm.
Alchemist alone on the middle, and his ultimate is going to, well, it has quite a bit of duration onto it, but the slowing arrows are going to come through. He's silenced. He's not going to be able to get that Manta.
I think he just managed to throw this stun in time.
Okay, he threw it in time. I was trying to figure out what happened there. The Drow Ranger runs away. She's going to get lassoed up by the Bat Rider, and this is going to be allowing the Alchemist to go ham, but he actually drags her away from him. He's going to watch the Drow Ranger sit in the fire, and that's going to be a double kill for Dreamy.
Yeah.
This could be the...
Wyvern onto the Lone Druid Bear. Nothing happens, obviously.
Right, so that's a 3,000 gold change in favor of the Radiant, and the second set of racks of the game going over to them, and they can easily rotate over to the bottom lane. They've got those Alchemist Solutions going in. Just going to finish off the range racks with them.
It means all ults are down for decided Snowy, but it seems to be over. 22-7, much closer than we've seen previously. It's still a big net worth lead.
Yeah. It's not as bad as we've seen in the past, but Snowy's still looking pretty good here. They take the final set of Rex. This is going to be Mega Creep for them, as Bat Rider takes care of the middle range Rex real quick. They just kind of abandoned that. They didn't really care. But there it goes. It's going to be Mega Creeps for the side of Snowy. And things were in doubt for a little bit, but not for long, as Snowy, they utilize some better team fights and quickly take care of the rookie Namo boys. They're going on the tier 4s. Alchemist just hacking away with the blades. Bat Rider, another miss stun by the Svartar. There's going to be a nice kick onto the Bat Rider and the Svartar. Svartar forced away, has a crush available, and uses the armless as well as the BKB. The crush available, not going to find it just yet. There it is. Gets helps get the kill onto the Earth Spirit, and now the Winter Wyvern getting very low, but is able to use the Cold Embrace, and now the Gyro Ranger trying to man fight against an Alchemist and a Tusk, an Alchemist that is very far ahead of her. And all of the people on the side of the raid are going to be A-okay. They're feeling good in the neighborhood.
GG's just been called.
Alright. I can't even see those. I don't know why.
Press enter and then click game instead of party.
Yeah. It won't let me.
It probably won't let you now.
It won't let me.
It won't let you now because of this at the bottom, but you got to do it during the game.
Okay.
Yeah. Well played, Snowy the Retriever. Proud of you guys.
By
popular
request, we saw Snowy win.
My boys.
Maybe we'll be able to follow these people. Real quick.